What's up you guys, it's Aisling. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a one brand tutorial featuring all of Penny's makeup. I was in Penny's, I think like last week, and I just saw that they had loads of new bits and pieces in there. And also you guys would have seen I featured the 50th anniversary palette from Penny's in a previous video, and I got lots of requests from you guys to do different looks with this, and particularly people wanted to see something with the green shadows in this, so some of these greens down here, and I think that's what I'm going to do today. So yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing me try out new Penny's makeup, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I spent like €30 I think in Penny's on their makeup, which is not too bad considering I got nearly a full face. There was no new brow products. I think I've featured all their brow products in previous videos before, and there was no new kind of like primers that I was interested in. So I've already done the priming and my brows. So we're going to jump into the foundation instead. Now the foundation that I saw in Penny's is this new matte foundation. It is a natural medium coverage matte finish oil-free foundation, and I've never seen this before. It's from the My Colour range, so they have like loads of different foundations in that range. They have that Estee Lauder Double Wear dupe one, and then the glow one that I absolutely love. I love that foundation so much. Now they've this new matte foundation, so I'm interested to try it. I got the colour Toffee, which is the shade I am in all the other foundations. Their shade selection in the foundations has expanded, which is great to see, and I was actually invited to an event where they were like showing you all the new shades that were coming out, but I couldn't attend it because I was getting a root canal that day, which was just so not fun. But they have loads of new shades in it, so I'm excited to see what this is like. I just, like I said, went with the shade Toffee, which is what I've used in the previous foundations because I just knew the shade would kind of go with my skin tone. So there's no testers, so I wasn't gonna like chance getting a foundation that was possibly gonna not match me. Definitely a thick consistency. It's not runny at all. So this one's definitely the thickest of the three in the range. However, it's the cheapest at only €4. I'm just going to take a flat brush like what I do with all my foundations and just apply that to my skin. I have no idea where I put my mirror, so I'm just going to use this big Essence one. Actually, I need to get my hand mirror because this just, I just need it. That's much better. This foundation does have a slight scent. Kind of reminds me a little bit scent-wise of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. You know, that kind of like scent that it has. People say it smells like paint. This kind of smells a bit like that as well. It's exactly the same as the other foundations I have in Toffee, like shade depth, but the formula is super different in this. It's quite drying, I would say. I know it's a matte foundation, but it's quite dry on my skin. I'm just going to blend that into my skin with a beauty blender. I don't know how I would feel about this. Coverage on it is pretty good, but I would stress, if you're using this foundation, to apply a very hydrating primer underneath it, or to just make sure that your skin isn't dry or you've exfoliated any dry patches off it. For me, this is quite matte and dry. I'm not hating it, I'm not loving it. We'll see how we get on when I put the rest of my products on. I definitely think the colour is a teeny bit too dark. I'm going to have to add a little bit of self-tan, I think, to my chest, but we'll get away with it today anyway. It's okay, we're not going too far. Next up, we're going to move on to the eyes. So I'm going to take my 50th anniversary palette. Gonna go in with, I think, this brown shade here. I don't know if you can see that one there. It's a very glary palette, isn't it? But it's literally the fourth shade in on the second row. So I'm just going to pop that through my crease, and then I'll zoom in for you guys so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So I'm just going to keep this focused through the entire crease, and I'm just going to have it really blended and like feathered out. I'm super impressed with this palette. I have been since that first tutorial that I ever did with it. I just can't believe how good the shadows are and how great quality they were, and they lasted all day. A lot of people asked me in that video in the comment section, you know, like, how long did I get out with the shadows? Did they last all day? Did they fade? They didn't fade. I didn't notice any difference to them to any other shadows that I've used before. Really rate it, and for a tenner, I mean, you can't go wrong. There's so many looks you can do with this palette as well. I really am obsessed with this yellow shade here, so I'm gonna pop that in through my crease as well, just keeping it a bit lower than the brown I put there. I just really like this yellow, and I just think it'll look nice maybe with the green as well, so I'm kind of do the exact same thing, but just keep it a bit lower. I'll zoom in so you can see this bit. I'm not worried about getting it on the lid either because I'm going to carve out a bit of my eye. Carve out a bit of my eye. That sounds a bit dramatic. I'm going to carve it out with concealer. I think I'm going to go in with the green shade now, which I'm going to pick this one here. I'm just going to pop that in the outer corner of my eye. It's like a forest green shade and it has like a little bit of a shimmer off it. Not really huge. It's not matte by any means though. I've lost loads of that yellow, so I'm going to go back and build that up as well. Taking a smaller detail brush just to get right into my crease there. There is a bit of fallout from this shade just down here, but not anything like crazy. Wiped off that little detail brush. I want to go in with this green shade beside it. I just want to pop it on the outer corner just to see what it's like. Will it even show up over that green, because it is quite a similar colour. Okay, so just to add a little more depth out here, I'm going to take this dark shade down here. It's not quite black, but it is the darkest shade in the palette. I'm just going to pop that right there. So I just carved out my eye here just to cut the crease. And now I'm going to go in with this liquid foil metal shadow. And I just really like the colour of this. This was only €3. I just thought it looked so nice, especially since I wanted to do a green eye. Kind of reminds me of the Steel of Magnificent Metals as well. Oh my god. Guys, look at that colour. I don't even know if it's showing up as beautiful on camera as it is in real life. The colour is gorgeous, but it's just a teeny bit patchy, so I'm going to use it on a little brush. Okay, the brush is way better. I'm going to pull it over that green as well just to blend it in. So I'm going to go in with this cream shade here and just pop it underneath my brow and in my inner corner of my eye while I'm still waiting for that colour to dry. Add some liner to this look, and I got this vinyl liner. It's waterproof and this was only $2.50 and it's in the shade black. Obviously that's what the tip looks like, so that's going to be easy enough to use or work with, I'm hoping. So I'm not great at using liner, but that one's very easy to use and I really like it. Okay, so the liner's great and it moves over that kind of like chunky foil shadow really easily. I would say that I applied a little bit too much of that foiled shadow because it's kind of like all chunked up on top of each other, but it'll be fine, it'll be grand, we'll be okay. I've picked up this False Lash Queen mascara, which kind of reminds me a little bit of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, the packaging of it. This is what the tube of it looks like, and you know what, it actually is reminding me a little bit more of the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. I just think the packaging of it looks quite similar, and on the inside the wand looks like that. So let's try this on my little stumpy lashes. I always put mascaras to the test because I have no lashes, and if a mascara makes my lashes look existent, happy days. Formula that mascara is just a little bit dry. I wouldn't be mad about it, to be honest. I don't know, I won't be rushing out to buy this or anything. The Essence Lash Princess, is that what they're called? Those mascaras are the same price or maybe even a little less. And I think I prefer the formula of them a bit more. I'm gonna pop on lashes. I didn't buy these yesterday. They look really ratchet. I found these in my bag and I don't even know if they're gonna go with this look. These are the 3D Vixen false lashes and they're €3. They're pretty hefty looking lashes. They are extreme. Let's pop them on anyway, who cares? Penneys have brought out a brand new concealer, and this is called the Ultra Longwear Concealer Lightweight Full Coverage Concealer, and it is $3.50. And I just really wanted to try this out because when I heard like full coverage long wear, I was like, yes. Why is this packaging so hard to get into? Hate that. Oh, this is really nice. It comes in like a frosted bottle. It's plastic, but it just looks really nice. And I got the shade Nude. Oh, and it has a nice big doe foot wand. So let's give this a go. I don't know if the shade is going to be... Ooh, it's quite light, isn't it? Oh, well. Ooh, I really like the wand in that. It spreads the concealer really nicely underneath my eye. Let's put a bit of that over my lip. Oh, God. The wand picks up a lot of concealer. Just be warned. Ah, I broke the lid already. Look at this. No. So I'm just going to take my beauty blender, my filthy beauty blender, blend that out. So concealer blends out really easily. It's quite a watery consistency. I thought it'd be thicker considering it says like long wear and stuff. I just presumed it would, like I said, be a thicker consistency, and it's not really. Quite a lightweight consistency. I think the colour is actually fine. Like it's not too pale with this foundation. I don't know what's going on with the lighting. It's after getting really dark all of a sudden. Anyway, I have no powders from Penny, so I'm just going to use my Laura Mercier powder to set my entire face. We're just going to go with that. So I'm going to finish off underneath the eyes, and I'm going to go in with the brown shade again and just use that on the same brush that I applied it through my crease, and I'm just going to apply it all underneath my lower lash line. And then I'm going to go in with the dark green and the lighter green. I'm just going to mix the two of them together and put them on the outer corner of my eye. And just to completely finish off the eyes, I'm going to take this green pencil. This was 150 and the shade is Emerald. So I'm going to put that in my waterline. I just thought that this might look nice considering I was like thinking green the entire time. I really like that pencil. It's quite nice. And for 150, sure, you can't be going wrong. And take this mascara again. I'm worried about this because it's a big, big fat wand. And I just feel like I'm going to get this all over my face. Oh my God, that was nerve-wracking. I was like, one wrong move and that could just destroy your day. I have a bronzer here. This is like a newer bronzer. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. And it's the Bronze Glow matte bronzer. And I got the shade Sunset, and then they had Sunrise as well, which was a bit of a paler shade. I'm just going to take it on a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to pop that all over my face. I think I chose right. I was kind of worried that I would pick a bronzer that was too dark. They only had 2 shades, so there's not much in the line of diversity or options for shades, so it's either one or the other. Had to work. Okay, so if you have fair skin, I would recommend not to get this one. So my natural skin tone in MAC would be like an NC35, and then in the summertime I'm usually like an NC40. So if you are lighter than that, this bronzer might look a little bit like too dark, so go with the Sunrise one. Oh God, I feel like I have to blend this out. Come back in a while when I have this blended out because I think it looks a bit crazy. Did I say that bronzer was €3? If not, it's €3. I'm moving swiftly on to my blush and beam, and this is a matte and illuminating blush. And I thought this looked like a highlighter. I actually thought this was a highlighter, so I didn't realize it wasn't. This is $3.50, and yeah, I'm just going to use one as a blush, one as a highlighter because I don't have any other highlighters. So let's go in with this side. That's very potent. I really like the colour of it though. That blush is like one step away from being a clown blush if you go ham with it, so use sparingly. I like it. It's really, really, really pretty, and it shows up quite well on my cheeks. But I could see myself going a bit too crazy with this. Next, let's try this highlighter. I know it's a blush. To me, it's a highlighter. I don't know why you would call this a blush, but sure, look. Oh, wow, you're powdery. Is that showing up? Oh, it is, yeah. Oh, it's actually quite nice. Normally, I don't have issues with texture at all. Like, never really on my skin. I have texture. Obviously, I'm human. But I don't have issues with texture on my highlighter, whereas I feel like this is just showing up all of my texture here. Like, I feel like there's a lot of it. But I'll definitely keep using this for the blush. I like the blush. I'm not sure about that highlighter, though. Yeah, it is kind of grabbing onto texture. And like I said, I don't really have an issue with the texture. I think it's just because it might be a bit powdery for me. I don't know. Put a bit over my lip, on my nose. Finally, we're up to the lip portion. So here is the tea. They have these packets of lip kits. So they come in like the packs, like the Kim Kardashian Cosmetics packs, you know, that you rip open and take out the lip kits, whatever. Very, very minimalistic packaging. So they had loads of lovely shades in it, and I was drawn to the one Cookie Dough, and it was €4. And then I went over to like the sales section and I noticed that they have it in old packaging, and I decided to go with that one. So this was like €1. It's exactly the same color, same shade name, looks the same. I was like comparing them side by side. It's the same. It's just the packaging is different. So for €1, I was like, wow, what a bargain. Saving €3, you know, just on packaging. Obviously they're repackaging them, so they're trying to get rid of the older packaging. Okay, so the shade, if I didn't mention, is Cookie Dough. And I think I may have had these lip kits before in the past. Actually, I'm nearly certain I've tried these lip kits in the past, but for the life of me, can't remember what they were like. Can't remember if I liked them. Can't remember what they were like. Can't remember any of the shades, and I definitely don't think I have this one. So let's try it out. They may have reformulated the lip kits. Maybe that's why they're in different packaging. I don't know how I'm feeling about this. I don't like this lip liner. Like, this is not my cup of tea of a lip liner. Let's try this. Oh, I don't like the smell of that. Maybe that's why it was on sale. Ashley, you idiot. It smells horrible. But I'm gonna put it on my lips anyway. Oh dear God, that is giving me a headache. The colour is not even nice. So you are going in the bin. I really don't like that. I should have just got one of the new lip kits, but like all the colours were the same. And then I saw them and I was like tempted because I was like, oh, it's a little bit more affordable. And now I'm just raging because this colour is not good and the smell of it is like, I suffer really bad from migraines, and this is starting my migraine. So it's coming right off after this video. Like it won't even last like 2 seconds. Let's move away from that. The products from today. Let's not talk about the lip kit because I'm putting it in the bin. So that's the end of that chapter. Let's talk about the foundation though. I actually quite like the foundation. Extremely matte. Very dry if you have dry skin. Don't know how you're going to feel about it. It's definitely not surpassed my Glow foundation from Penny's. That's my favourite foundation ever. Like, it's up there with like my favourite affordable foundations. I highly recommend it. I recommend it to everybody because I just think it looks good on every skin. This is nice on my skin, but it's just a bit flat and I'm very, very, very matte. The mascara, I probably wouldn't reach for it again. I probably use it up now that it's open, but I wouldn't be like running to Penny's to pick it up. Eye foils though, however, I like these. I think there was like 3, maybe 4 in the range. There's like different little collections. So I had like a leopard print palette and stuff like that, but I'd already like chosen my palette for today. But otherwise I would have picked that one up. I thought that these were probably like the best thing from today, and they're like so nice on my eyes. Just don't apply too much because it'll end up being a bit chunky. So this eye kind of worked out a little bit better than this one because I was like layering it up. However, the shade is gorgeous and I will definitely be reaching for this again. And then my beloved, I really like this. Still reminds me of Jaclyn Hill and the Morphe palette. It's just so lovely and I really like it. And I've worn it quite a lot since I first did my initial like testing it out video. And I do reach for it, and it's unusual for me because generally I buy Penny's eyeshadow palettes, use them in a video, and then I kind of forget about them and end up giving them away to my cousins. I don't do that as much with like their bronzers and blushes and highlights and stuff, but definitely their eyeshadows I just kind of find like, I'm not going to use it again. My little cousins will benefit from a bit more. But with that palette, I'm like reaching for it over and over and over again, so it's a winner for me. Concealer, I really like the concealer. I wouldn't say it's a full coverage concealer. It says lightweight full coverage concealer. I feel like it's a lightweight medium coverage concealer. Like, I wouldn't say that this is like full coverage. When I think full coverage, I think of like Tarte Shape Tape or the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define and stuff like that. I don't really think of something like this consistency, but it is definitely a medium coverage and it is quite lightweight. So I got that bit right. Bronzer, definitely use that again, but a bit more sparing the next time. And then this Blush and Beam, I highly rate that. I think that's lovely, the blusher. The highlighter is actually lovely on my skin. Like, it looks so nice. The only thing is when I see it like catch the light a little bit, I can see just tiny, tiny little bits of texture. But look, it's not like the worst. I mean, for €3.50 you're getting 2 products. It's pretty good. This liner is going into my everyday makeup bag. really like this. It's super black. It was really easy to use. It gave me like a lovely fine line. The tip is nice on it. I really like this. So that is going into my everyday makeup bag. And then also I think I'm going to put this in my everyday makeup bag as well. That's the Coil eye pencil. I just really like that. And it was quite like pigmented. Like it's really obvious to see it in my waterline. And it came in loads of different colours. So I think I'm going to pick up possibly all the colours because it's only 150. And for the life of me, I have no idea where any of my eyeliners are. I don't buy them that regularly. I probably only had maybe 20 of them. Shock, horror. I collect makeup and I only had like 20 eyeliners. But I kind of like get rid of them as I don't need them. They dry out, etc, etc. So I think I'm going to pick up these eyeliners. Since I don't have that many, I may as well, you know, justify it to myself overspending for no reason. Okay guys, I think that rounds up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I can't wait to take this off. It looks horrendous and it smells like death. So sorry about that, Pennies, but no. Maybe that's why you're throwing it out. But don't sell expired makeup because that's not good if my lips fall off. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to, you can subscribe. I would love that. And you can join my little clan here. I will talk to all of you guys in my next video. If you have any requests, as always, you know, send them my way. Send them my way. And I will get on to it. I love you so much. And I'll talk to you soon. Mwah. Bye, guys.